Hey guys, what's up? It's Dylan Skellydon here. How are you on this fall but feels like winter kind of day? This is Harry Styles, and he's picking pumpkins in the pumpkin patch because he's so fall ready. Tweet him at Harry Styles the cardboard cutout for more fall tips and watch him carve a pumpkin. His tweets are pretty good. He is a good tweeter. You could also say that his tweets are perfect. Get it? Okay. So I was going to make this super long intro about how small this pumpkin is and how much I love you guys. But I found a pumpkin that just, said it all. It says, welcome, friends. Welcome, friends, to another Skellydon video. Get it? Because you're welcome here and you're my friends. We'll start the bidding off at $1 million because I'm broke, and why not? And it's also touched Harry Styles. What a good butt shot. I was dating someone who was in college at this time, and right around the time of Halloween, they asked me, a week before Halloween, if I wanted to go to a party. And of course, me, yeah, I want to go to a party, never been to one, let's go. I got all these moves I can bust out, like apparently an underwater sprinkler, or some disco, or the Macarena, or I can square dance. So I was more than qualified to go to this party. I was ready to bust a move, or 7 moves. And so she's like, okay, it's a costume party. Me and my friend, who invited me months in advance before we started dating, have decided to go as mustard and ketchup. And I'm like, okay. And so she asks me, she's like, do you have a costume? And I'm like, of course not. You just asked me maybe a second ago to go to this party. So I'm stuck at this dilemma of that they are already mustard and ketchup. So I have to go scavenger hunt for a costume that somehow ties mustard and ketchup and something else together. With because there are a lot of couple costumes, Salt and Pepper, or Steve and Bucky, My Anxiety, My Depression, Mario and Luigi, that the plugs that go into each other. But there's not a lot of 3-person costumes, or there wasn't whenever I was hunting. So I was like, I'll be relish. Because if you're making a hot dog, I've never had relish, but I'm assuming it comes in one of those tubes, and mustard, ketchup, and relish. That's a staple hot dog in movies. So I was hunting for relish. I was Googling. I was hacker voice, relish. And I was in. But I went to stores and no one had any relish costumes. Which, mind blown, why not? What a popular idea. I have to do something with that. So, a day before the party, when I assured her 1,000% that I knew what I was going to be, I didn't. I did not want to be this hot dog, but there was no other option. So I go to this Halloween store with in mind that I'm going to pick out a hot dog costume. So of course, my luck is that all the adult costumes are gone and there's only kiddie costumes. So 2 things go through my wonderful brain. 1, how am I going to fit into this? And 2, why is the hot dog such a popular costume for adults? Oh my gosh. I almost forgot to tell you to get your drink. Oh my god, that would have been so bad. I would have been responsible for so many dehydrated people. He's giving me a look. I get this hot dog costume, and it's an actual tube. It's not like a cloth. It's a tube that fits around your body. And so, your face is cut out. So I fit into this thing, but, barely. My arms are, raised up because if I go like this, it, cuts into my sides. I waddle because the leg things are, that big. So I'm, looking like a natural disaster as a hot dog. Normally, I'd be like, look at this hot dog sizzle. But I was ooh, let's not even go near that hot dog because there's clearly something amiss with them. So I show up to this party, and I text her, and I'm like, hey, I'm outside. So I get out of the car that my friend dropped me off in, and I see these people walk by me. And I do a double take because it's Mario and Luigi, and I'm like, how cool with the red Solo cups. But then I'm like, wait a second. Are my peepers seeing what I think I'm seeing. Because they're dressed as, like, sexy time Mario and Luigi, where they, like, half their costume's gone. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's whatever you want to do. Power to the people. So then, like, my girlfriend comes out, and her friend, and they are also, like, all cut up. Like, they have that mustard and ketchup hats on, but, like, it stops here, and then it starts, like, with little red panties, or whatever. And, they're, like, beckoning me in, and I'm like, I go inside, so we go inside. And you can tell she doesn't really want me to be there anymore, because she's like, oh my god, you look so cute! Because I didn't get the memo that this was, like, a sexy themed Halloween party. Like, the men are shirtless and, like, big muscles, and the girls are all, like, scantily clad in their cool costumes. I am in a kid's hot dog costume. I am fully clothed, hot dogging it up, thinking that we're just gonna, like, I'm gonna do the underwater lawnmower and maybe have, like, a sip of something. And that was not it. Everyone was looking at me, and so it's, like, my worst nightmare. And but, like, I wasn't naked. Because, like, usually you're naked in your worst nightmares. I was fully clothed in a hot dog costume with mustard and relish on the sides of me. Or mustard and ketchup, not relish. Relish was nowhere to be found. At the party, a couple, like, I don't know, dorms? Campus housings, streets down. There was this haunted house. And so she's like, we're going to go. It's, like, part of the party. You're going to, like, we're going to go. So I'm like, woo, I loved haunted houses. Still love them. I use my sarcasm as a shield so it doesn't scare me. So I'm just like, we're waiting in line. The scary music's playing. No one can see me in the dark now. So I'm like, thank God. No one can tell that I'm dressed as a plastic hot dog. So I'm thinking the night is solid. We're getting along. This is cute. We both look okay if you, like, ignore everything else that's wrong with me. My facial features were doing all right. So we get into this haunted house. And we're walking, and it's not funny, and I'm just like, whoa! Oh my god, how rude of you! Wow, nice! Jump scare! And, like, I do stuff like that because I'm rude. Because I don't want to cry and scream. But, she's freaking out. She screams a couple times. She's holding on to my plastic biceps. And I'm like, wow. Awesome. So we get outside. And it's a maze. It's like a corn maze. And, you know, 2 seconds into the corn maze, you hear, like, them revving their chainsaws coming after you. And I'm like, oh, I know they don't have any chains in them, but I can't sarcasm my way out of this because I'm really close to peeing myself. So, we're walking and we're trying to figure it out, how to get out of this, like, maze, when we get to this long hallway thing, corn way, and there's a guy with the chainsaw, like, revving down this way, and we're standing here, and you can either go this way or this way. So, like, he starts walking after us, and they bolt that way. I've never seen someone run as quick as they have. So I'm like, okay, I'll go this way, and I'll try to, like, distract them. And, you know, there's 2 of them, so he'll go after them. He comes after me. And I'm, like, awkwardly, waddly running with my arms at my side. And the way I like to tell the story is that, like, the ground was really wet. And there was a lot of gravel and rocks and, like, obstacles that someone could easily trip on. But there probably wasn't. It was probably just me. I turn around to make sure he's not, like, chasing me, which he is. Like, I don't know, I guess I was like, oh, he's not there. So, like, as I'm turning back around, I, like, slip and one of my legs gives out. And so, like, the other one just goes up. So I'm, like, going down, and I land on my back. And, of course, I'm in this too small of a tube costume. So I'm, like, trying to get up, like, pushing myself. But all you could hear was, like, the crinkle of plastic and my tears hitting the floor. And so the chainsaw guy just stands over me, and he, like, starts laughing. And he revs his thing, and then he walks away. And my girlfriend didn't come back to get me. I finally managed to pick myself up and get out of the haunted house with minimal tears racing down my face because I just had a near-death experience. And so I meet up with her, and I'm like, hey, where'd you go? And she's like, I didn't want to be seen with the crying hot dog. I'm like, shortly after that, we broke up. Because I am the crying hot dog. And I wear that proudly. Now. Not really. That'd be my superhero name. The Crying Hot Dog. But yeah, so Halloween's really soon. I'm super pumped. Tell me the most awkward costume that you've ever worn. Make me feel a little better. Alright, I will see you soon, hopefully. Have a great day.